So waking up here on a Saturday to see Bitcoin has fallen below that 20,000 level. So thought I'd jump on an impromptu live just to walk through this with you, see how you guys are feeling, see if you have any questions, and to pretty much cover off what's going on here in the chart. Now, obviously, this wasn't a surprise for us. We covered this over the last couple of days. I shared with you the chart pattern and gave you the exact price target. But still, it doesn't make it easy when you see Bitcoin finally creating an unprecedented situation in which it's gone below its previous bull market high. And that's the worrying thing for us right now, is we've gone below our previous bull market high. So you can see here, we're on the hourly chart. And on the hourly chart, I showed you we were creating this symmetrical triangle, and we broke to the downside. And I said all this was a retest. And the problem with the retest, it means there's more conviction you're going to go and achieve your bearish price target. And you can see now we're well on our way to our target. And remember, my price target, the technical price target from this move to the downside, was to head towards 17,800. Now, remember, that has confluence with some support coming at 17,500 from the bull run heading towards December 2017. So these are the levels that we have some confidence around, and we need to create some bounce from here. But so far, I don't see us creating much strength here, particularly with everything that's going on. Oh man, indeed. Kieran, good to see you. No Signal, good to see you. 21 people already jumped on. Please do smash up the like button, guys. We've only got 2 likes. If all 23 of you can smash up the like, then we can have a really fun live stream here with you guys, just to drown our sorrows as well. So yeah, tough time here in Bitcoin. Yes, the chart pattern showed it to us. And the other worrying thing to mention is this wasn't just market led, right? So we know the equity markets are struggling, and we know Bitcoin's been correlated with that. So we have indeed seen ourselves fall to the downside as expected. Wakaz, sorry to hear you've got COVID, buddy. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Hope you don't feel too many symptoms. Thank you for smashing up the like button, guys. Still another 17 of you yet to hit up the like button. Smash up the like button. It's the least we could do to spread some positivity in this crypto winter. But I'm going to guide you guys through it. I'm not going anywhere. You guys know me. I'm posting videos 2 to 3 times a day to help you navigate through this, because that's the reality. Is some of you have not seen a bear market before, and I'm going to take it upon myself to help you guys through this and to walk you through some of the various different highs and lows of emotions, confusion, delusion, falling out of love with crypto, then falling back in love with crypto. It's a crazy roller coaster. Exactly, No Signal. Just like you said, it's a crazy roller coaster, and you need to try to enjoy the ride as best as possible, like you've said. But at the same time, you've got to be switched on, right? You can't just go into this thinking it's a game. You've got to be super switched on. Soul Train, happy days. I'm getting married today. Oh, congrats, buddy. Don't worry about Bitcoin price at all. Just remember that Bitcoin, if you guys have kids in the future, Bitcoin will take care of your kids. So nothing to worry about whatsoever. Aslam David, what's up, Ijaz? Love the show. Watching all the way from South Africa. Ah, awesome. South Africa in the house. Guys, do smash up the like button. We're going to look at some interesting things here. We're going to chill together for a bit here. I'm also going to go into some of the Onchain stuff as well, but also just looking at kind of the charts and seeing where do we sit. So let's do that for a bit. So yeah, in the hourly chart, it was clear, right? We broke to the downside, and I'm looking for a lower price target, right? We're going to expect ourselves to come towards 17.5. I remember yesterday when I was sharing this video, a bunch of people wanted in the comments to say, oh, I was spreading FUD. It's not about FUD, guys. I've always said I'm committed to showing you what I see in the charts, whether it's a specific project, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's crypto as a whole. I would just tell you straight how I see it. If I don't like something, I will tell you. If I see downside, I will tell you. If I see upside, I will tell you. What else do I achieve otherwise? Barney Boy, good to see you in here, buddy. Hope you're well. Steve, good to see you again. Cool, it's going to be a fun live stream. A lot of you guys jumping in. Make sure you stay with me, and let's have a fun, interactive live stream. At the end of the day, it needs to be interactive. So any concerns you guys have, any questions you have, anything you just want to discuss or give your viewpoint on, do drop that in the comments, and I'll periodically flick through the comments as well. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you how it is, whether it's Celsius, whether it's these, USDT I've spoken about clearly, whether it was Luna. We spoke about these things clearly, and we can tell those things are really starting to weigh in on the market right now. So we need to keep a firm eye on those things, and you guys need to be very, very diligent. If you've not watched my Celsius video, if you've not watched my 3-hour capital video, make sure you go and watch that today on a Saturday. I know it gets busy during the week, but go and watch those 2 videos specifically, because you need to know what's going on with those, and that contagion can and most likely will spread to other projects. Now, I also covered off whether we think this is a coordinated attack on Celsius. that doesn't give Celsius any coverage or me covering up for them making mistakes. I want to make that very clear. And I think I did make it clear in the video anyway, so go watch that video, and there's no covering up for something like Celsius, a really, greedy project with clear rehypothecation risks, over-leveraged, degenerative plays. This should not be happening with a project of that scale with billions of people's money locked into it. But with every kind of Ponzi-like or problematic project, it sometimes takes a little bit of a coordinated attack just to send it into a spiral. And so go watch that video, because I do explain who was behind that, who can be creating this little bit of a coordinated attack just to spiral Celsius out of control and to get them liquidated, right? So we know that's going on here. That won't be the only other project. There's loads of people who have friends and enemies in the space who will be looking to liquidate them at tough times like this. And as Bitcoin falls to 19,000 and then 17,000, more and more people and companies will start to become insolvent. So don't expect this is the last. And the most important things is not your keys, not your crypto, right? So go through. I know I'm not the best at this sometimes myself, so I'm not going to act like I am. Go through everywhere that your crypto is on all the different exchanges and really just reevaluate, bring it all together, make sure it's on hard wallets or at least your own software wallets, and make sure you're taking precautions there. All right, guys, smash up the likes. Let's get back into this chart. So yeah, from this symmetrical pattern, we expect to come a bit lower here, guys. I don't think this is done just yet. I can't see us bouncing back. And again, what is the wider sentiment right now that's going to help us to bounce back? What is the hopium that I can give you? Nothing. Right? It's not like a spot ETF is around the corner. It's not like Tesla's going to suddenly accept Bitcoin in payments. There's no news that can help us go here. If anything, the global recession is getting worse and worse, and so we need to prepare ourselves for a deep and potentially quite painful bear market here. Okay, so that's really, really important. Now let's get a bit of a zoom out on him. This chart gets pretty messy because it's got all my drawings on, so I'll probably switch on over to a tidier chart. We can start to see, the pattern that we've created. But what I want to do is I actually want to zoom out to the weekly, because this weekly view is where you start to see what is going on. And what you can see, the first thing is, first we thought, okay, and a lot of YouTubers and influencers were talking about this, maybe we could just be getting a double bounce. Right, we had that in the previous after December 17. This was the previous bull market running up to 20. And you got this bit of a double bounce before then running up and creating a new all-time high. So some people were wondering whether that's what we could be seeing here, right? A run up, bounce, bounce. But no, we've not got that. We've just penetrated straight through the yellow line there, and we're heading lower and lower. So then the question remains, where do we bounce? So because we couldn't bounce from here, so what's the next major level? It's about here. Really, it's about 14,000 there. That's our next key macro on the weekly chart. I mean, if you just look here, there's no support on the way up here. Okay, there's nothing here on the way down. This is your next major support level, really. Sits at about 13,780. I know it doesn't sound fun. I'm not calling for that number. I'm just pointing out what I see in the charts. And thereafter, you got this little bump here at about 10,000. So those are the levels we have to watch out for before even more important support comes in at the horrible number of the bear market low, the previous bear market low at about 3,500. Now, I don't think we're going to get there. The higher chance is we create a new type of support, right? A support that hasn't been used before, but people jump in and really start buying up that level. And that's what we need to look out for. But in order for that to happen, sentiment has to change, right? There has to be a change in sentiment for us to see that. Okay, so let's see if we can get any questions from you guys. I can see the questions popping up here on my phone. Let's try to catch up. Do you think they just want to liquidate Celsius? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there are people out there trying to liquidate Celsius. That being said, it doesn't mean Celsius is a good project, nor whether they have good intentions. Hey, Steve, hey, Ijaz, good to see you. Good to see you. Rohit, what price will Ethereum go to as per you? We'll take a look at Ethereum shortly. Tam City, am I pronouncing your name right? Tamakti, Indonesia following daily, no signal. Wonder what Sailor is doing. Sailor will be sitting tight. Sailor's got that type of long-term viewpoint. You don't end up buying that much Bitcoin without truly believing in it. So his conviction is super high. And this is what I always tell you guys. Conviction is the key. Conviction is the key. Steve, I have a question. I stake some of my assets through a hardware wallet with all the issues with companies becoming or potentially becoming insolvent. Is there a risk in staking in this way? Steve, again, do your own research, not financial advice. For me right now, the rewards of staking in this type of market, I'd just rather sit on my coins. It's not worth it right now when you've lost 95% in value for you to try going 7, 8, 10, 20% even. Staking, it's okay. I just want to hold on to my coins after being through all of this. The last thing you want, having had the strength and courage to ride this bear market down, is to lose your coins through a liquidation. And trust me, there'll be a lot of contagion going on. Adrian, does crypto need something like the FCA? Going to answer that question, but before I do, guys, still about 56 people in here, but we don't have enough likes. Can we please smash up the like button? Can we get to 50 likes first, please, guys? That would be really appreciated for this impromptu live. Yeah, and ultimately we do. Now, one of the issues with Celsius, funny that you remind me, was that here in the UK, they applied for FCA approval and they were on the pending list. So a lot of people assumed, wrongly by the way, from the user's perspective, that they were FCA covered, which meant insured. Now that turned out not to be the case. Celsius withdrew their application and continued. That should have been a red flag, right? There should have been a red flag. But again, people just desperate for yield weren't really alive or awake to that. So that's a bit of a problem. But yes, crypto will need this, right? In the future, we will need this type of good regulation. I know so many people who are a little bit more scared, a little bit more tentative in their financial investments, that if 100K was guaranteed by by the government or by someone through an FCA type scheme, or I can't remember what it's called in the US, you have the same scheme over there, FDIC, I think it's called over there, then they'll just enter crypto. So the adoption curve would be huge if that was to happen. Thank you guys for smashing up the likes. I still want another 5 in there to get to 50. I don't know why I like the 50 number. Maybe I'm a bit more nostalgic about it. Wakas, bro, I've been holding all my coins, especially since Phantom was at around 160-ish in a loss. Any advice on that? You're not the only one, Wakas. Everybody's in a loss right now, right? So it's, but every single person is in a loss right now. I mean, let me just show you. Let's see if I can show you guys. If I switch on over to Onchain metrics, realized losses, look at these realized losses, right? So Bitcoin realized price is sitting at 23. So you've got huge players who entered in at way better price points than you, Wakas, who are in a loss. So it's really important that you hold the fire. And if you can buy the dip, buy the dip. And my advice to a lot of you guys, particularly with smaller portfolios, you've got the winners would be those that can figure out how to get more cash. So yes, we talk about crypto all the time, but I want you guys to put on your bit of a entrepreneurial hat and try to go figure out how to bring more cash flow in. If you can go earn an extra 5-10 grand, and that's going to halve, if not more, your cost basis, right? So if your average price on Phantom you said is 160 and you haven't got any money now to buy at 22 cents, right? It's crazy. So you need to be able to get some more. You're getting an 8x better price, right? An 8 times better price. So every pound you put in now is 8 times better than the pound you put in before. So go earn some more cash and figure out how to get it into Phantom if you have conviction in those plays. But right now, talking about Phantom is probably the wrong move, because the reality is, yes, those projects are good, but there's plenty of times for altcoins. And that is why right now I'm focused on Bitcoin, I'm focused on Ethereum. And a lot of people don't like that, but that's just the reality of what I'm doing. I'm focused on those blue chips. Any of my bandwidth, any of my attention is focused on accumulating those coins. Any cash I can get in, I'm focused on building out those 2 positions. I can wait for altcoins. When we run back up, I can wait and get altcoins a little bit more expensive. It's okay. Altcoins are a roller coaster anyway. They have crazy returns to the upside. So if I'm buying a few percent late, it's okay. I can wait for the bottom to be confirmed for altcoins. I'm not desperate to catch a falling knife on some of those altcoins. Guys, thank you so much for smashing up that like button. Really do appreciate all of you who have smashed up the like button. Just hope your Phantom don't go to 0 nights and all get washed. That's what bear markets do. Wash out malinvestments. Correct. Don, you're correct. I mean, any coin can run to 0, right? We're feeling this on Bitcoin, on the gold standard coin. We're feeling it really bad right now. So we don't need any more evidence to kind of, be on the same page there that any altcoin can go to 0. And that is why you need to have your allocations right. And that's what I do. I preach that. You guys know that in every single video. Have conviction, allocate your portfolio correctly. That is the key. No project should die and you should feel it too badly. You should not lose sleep. When Luna collapsed, I didn't lose any sleep whatsoever because my allocation was right. I never got too greedy. I never operated on anti protocol. I didn't lose sleep over Celsius. I didn't have any money locked into Celsius. If Phantom died tomorrow, I wouldn't lose sleep. Honestly, I know it sounds crazy. I would not lose sleep. The only one I probably feel is if Bitcoin and Ethereum went in the same day, right? I'd feel that, but then that's fine because that's a wider crypto space. So, I'm willing to take a risk there. And even then, I've got assets outside of crypto, which is really, really important. People are underestimating the extent of deleveraging and how far above the neutral the Fed will raise rates. Yeah, I mean, look, we've spoken about the Fed at length over the last kind of couple of months, and we know that we're just, the big difference now is we're heading into a neutral environment. What people don't understand, which you're rightly saying, is what happens when we actually go into a tightening environment. Because all of these years, we were in an accommodative environment. In other words, Fed was net printing money, making things easier. Now they're slowing their rate of printing, but they're not exactly taking money out just yet. So imagine when it becomes really tightening, that's when you get above the neutral rate. At that point, things could get more and more painful. So we need to be aware of that as well. Now, obviously, with crypto, the interesting thing about crypto is crypto does tend to do well in adversity. So we want to keep an eye out on, do any new narratives emerge during this downturn that people start to flock to crypto? And that's the interesting thing here. This is a novel innovation. So with novel innovation, sometimes you can move in counterintuitive ways when you come across an unprecedented time. And for crypto, it's not faced a deep recession just yet. It's its first major one. So it'll be interesting to see how does it navigate this and do any new narratives emerge. And we'll be covering that off together live as these unfold. So make sure you guys are all subscribed as always. Now, again, guys, got to have a quick plug for the guys over at BYBIT. If you guys aren't set up on BYBIT, do check them out. They've got trading view charts integrated, which are my favorite charts. Do get yourself set up. You get a bonus of up to $4,000 when you use my link in the description, ijaz.uk/BYBIT. Yeah, but don't be trading on this on the way down unless you're a short seller. I'm not currently doing any trades. I shared that pattern with you guys, actually, which if you traded that one, can you imagine, guys, how well you would have done if you traded this move here? I mean, it was clear and obvious, nice breakdown to the downside, and you're still, you would have taken your first bit of profits now, and you'd be waiting for the rest to ride to the bottom of the price target. Really nice move there on Bitcoin, but obviously we don't want the market to go down, which isn't fun. So yeah, really, really tough environment right now. I mean, you've got 3 Arrows Capital, major hedge fund. You've got all these kind of things going on now in terms of a lot of people creating FUD now, right? So, and it's normal because we don't know what the next company to have a run on is. We don't know whether it's a BlockFi struggling. We don't know whether Binance is struggling. We don't know whether Coinbase is struggling. We know that loads of people are laying off staff, right? We know that's clear across the space. So don't be surprised to see if we don't get another victim of this move to the downside. And that is what I'm looking out for, is who's that going to be? I think it could really be a big one for those of you who remember like Mt. Gox. Could there be another one? That's why I urge all of you guys to keep your keys. Keep your keys. That's really, really important. Keep your keys. Keep things really basic. I want you guys to, in a bear market, I want you guys to keep everything really basic, right? What do you believe in? Which tokens do you believe in? Buy the tokens, own the tokens, nothing else, right? In the bull market, all these new narratives emerge. Staked Ethereum, Lido, Curve, Tomb on Phantom, this staking play, that staking play, this yield farming strategy, this. We don't need to do that in a bear market. In a bear market, things are going to pot. And the one conviction you have is you believe in, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum as the narratives, and you believe in smart contract platforms. That shouldn't change. But do you really believe in all those crazy staking strategies and all these other things? Maybe not. Maybe they're just a tool for you to make a little bit more income. But those are tools to be used in a bull market. In bear markets, all these things collapse. So keep things really simple. Really do just zoom out. Go back to your basic fundamentals of what you believe in and just act in over that. Now let's also touch upon Ethereum, because I did promise one of you guys I would look at Ethereum. And I just want to go over to the weekly chart just to get a good zoom out sense of this. And for me, the next major, so Ethereum, a while ago, we lost its bull market high, right? So the next level of support for Ethereum is this bump here, which you can see this bump comes in at about $840 on Ethereum. That'll be the next level of support. But again, Ethereum's going to follow Bitcoin. So it depends what Bitcoin's doing, but that's what the level I'd be looking out for. Let's just pop in a line over there. And then you'd be looking at, I don't know if that's good enough support there, but really you got a bit more better support coming in at about this point at 300. These price targets are horrible, and I didn't think I'd be talking about them. But that's the reality of crypto, and crypto can bring you down into these situations. So that's what I'm looking at on Ethereum. What an absolute bargain. I mean, sometimes for us, it's just important to really zoom out and go, hang on a sec. Wake up and just go, Bitcoin at 19,000, Ethereum at $990. I've got to buy. But like I said, the problem is a lot of us, myself included, were nibbling on the way down. And this was unprecedented red, right? 10 weeks out of 11 red. This is horrible. For Ethereum, I think it was just 12 straight. So yeah, 12 straight red weeks here on Ethereum, 11 out of 12 on Bitcoin or whatever it was. This is unprecedented. This is really, really painful. I mean, Ethereum, just sitting there, and there is sitting at 3,500, just gone boom all the way down, and the red candles are getting more and more red. You can see the volume on this latest weekly candle was huge, and this is to do with the contagion and Celsius and all these things going on as well. So we've got to be very, very careful. Now, if any of you guys have your money in Celsius and you're stuck, I've created a Discord server for you guys, a channel in our Discord server for you guys to have a discussion with other people affected. I know it's a very difficult time for you guys, so head over to ijaz.uk/Discord. There'll be a channel there, it's completely free. Head into there, speak your mind, ask any questions, and we can see if the community can help or if anybody's affected similarly to you. I know Brian over at, Ben Armstrong over at BitBoy Crypto, he's covering this off on his Twitter as well, so make sure you followed him if you're involved as well, because I know he's talking a lot about class action lawsuits and what you can do. I guess the reality is if it's a small amount, less than, let's say, 25k, you're probably gonna have to just go to small claims. For anything larger, you're gonna have to wait to see what happens, right? Do Celsius file bankruptcy? If they do, you've probably got at least 4 to 5 years before you can access any bits of your fund. It's a really horrible situation to be in, but definitely if you've been affected, really sorry to hear that for you guys, and hopefully it teaches us all a lesson, right? If you've not been affected, count yourself lucky, and also just remember you're not smart. The reason you didn't get affected won't necessarily mean you're smart. Maybe you just got lucky. So really do look at the platforms that you're using, whether it's, I'm not going to name any names, but look at the platforms you're using. If you don't understand where your money is, chances are something more nefarious is going on. It should be black and white. It should be very clear what's going on with your money. If you don't understand it, if it's too complicated for you, don't be in it. These financial derivatives, these complex products, exactly how the walls pulled over our eyes, time and time again, from traditional finance to us now, unfortunately, doing the same in DeFi. And we're no different. And that's really, really upsetting, because we're supposed to be better. We're supposed to be the new movement. We're supposed to be better than traditional finance and move things forward and be decentralized and have ethics and purpose. But we're not. And the reason we're not is because these exact same people, the people from DeFi, are coming and operating in our space. And even where they are new people, they have the same ethics and the morals of people who were building out TradFi. And we need to weed them out. We need to not put our money in these platforms where clearly we can research the people and we can see these guys have no good intentions. They have sketchy past. They're building products which seem too good to be true, seem too greedy. And that's what our job is. We can't fall for these things. We have to put the onus on ourselves to do the research. That's why it's called DeFi. It's called DeFi because governments can't get involved and save us. So if you don't want to do the work and you don't want to research yourself and take the responsibility on yourself, and you want to blame companies like Celsius, then you're not ready for DeFi. If you're here and you're going to complain about the exchange, you're not ready for DeFi. You need to go back to traditional finance where the governments can bail out those banks and those projects and pay you your money back for insurance. Right? That's the reality of things, because crypto's not there yet. So if you want to benefit from the massive move to the upside of crypto, you've got to be prepared to do some of that legwork, do the research, and be very, very vigilant at all time. Guys, 109 of you guys in this live stream. Do please smash up the like button. We've only got 69 likes. Can you guys very quickly get me to 100 likes on this video? That would mean quite a lot to me here on this gloomy Saturday in the crypto market. Let's just switch over back again to the hourly. Let's see what we can see on the 5-minute chart. Let's get you guys zoomed out. And as you can see, it was a really big 5-minute candle here, guys. I mean, if we take the extent of this one candle, this one big candle where my cursor is right now, took us from 20,316 and took us to 19,226. Any guesses why this happens? This is called liquidations, guys. These are people with a whole bunch of limit orders and stop losses sitting at 20 saying, get me out if we breach this level. So they all got hit, and you can see it creates a domino effect to the way down. Now you're seeing a little bit of buy the dip action. Probably the bears are waiting for an RSI reset before another move to the downside. I can't think what's going to get us above 20. And that's the thing. It's like, if I can say, oh, there's some positive news on the horizon, or, Monday's going to come and the market's going to open up. This is a long weekend. Don't forget, guys, I believe the stock market's closed on Monday as well. So we're not going to get any direction until Tuesday. So crypto's going to do what crypto wants to do. And it's going to be based on things like Celsius, 3 Hours Capital, any other news lines that come up over this weekend is going to affect crypto. So we need to watch this out from here. Like I said, technical price target brings you down to about 17,800 is what we're looking at. Okay, guys, so that brings you down to there. 17,800 is the technical price target I shared with you the other day. Let's see if you guys have any comments. Let's take a look. I missed quite a lot of comments. Let me go back up. Sasha, thanks for the €5, mate. Right, I think we've caught up. Coty will go to 5 cents as a steal. Cardano will prop them up if they're struggling financially. Yeah, I mean, Coty's a really, really small market cap project, guys. I don't want you guys to get overexcited with small projects like that. They're going to struggle in this space. But yeah, at some point when we're back up to a next bull run, I think it's a good project. And the fact that they're aligned with Cardano helps as well. Steve, thanks for your response. Ross, Adrian, didn't know that. Thanks, man. Dragon, what's good, Mr. Guy? Trust. Henry, Bitcoin is going to 8,000, says Carl. Yeah, again, I don't think there's any value in shouting out random numbers, right? Like, and that's why I've been cognizant of doing that as well. Ever since we were falling on Bitcoin, I'm very focused on this channel to say, okay, this is where the technical show, these are where the fundamentals, these are where the on-chain show, and I'm not gonna just shout out a random number. Even though I may think Bitcoin may get to that point, I want to go with the data in front of me. I don't want to let my emotions tell me what the price targets are. And as you can see, each time a new price target comes, then I let you know. So I didn't call for a number below 20,000 until the technical target showed me 17,800. At that point, I feel comfortable mentioning it because it's clear and obvious from the technical pattern. Okay, but I'm not just going to call random numbers out. That's important. So I'm not going to talk about lower price targets if and until we see them. And I'll bring that to you guys. Nick's opening a long position. No, not quite. I'm just adding to spot where I feel appropriate for my long-term DCAs. Don, BTC, ETH, Link are the only blue chips if fundamentals mean anything. Yeah, and even Link, I'm not accumulating Link right now. I'm happy to get that a little bit later if I need to. I was doing so anyway. I was dollar cost averaging anyway. Dollar Menu talking about margin trading. Yes, absolutely hate margin leverage trading, even though I will give you the links to Buybit and different exchanges. We've got to use some exchange, right? I've got to use something to trade. So that's what I use currently. I do it on spot. I don't touch margin or leverage. And again, you guys are going to do what you're going to do, right? You can buy a knife and you can use it for good. You can use it for bad. Ross Ray, do you think Curve will bounce back with BTC and ETH, or do you think the I can't read that. The VNFT style will take over, or do you think they will adapt to that style also? Not too sure what you're asking there. Wiped out the gains from the entire bull markets. Villar, yep, took out all the gains from the bull market. So you could have bought the previous in 2017, and you could have come back now and bought some more, and then you could have went on holiday for another 4 years. But it's also crazy, right? You got to look at it from the positive. Normally, if you missed technology, if you missed Amazon, if you missed Apple, if you missed Microsoft, if you missed any of these companies and you were 5 years late, there was no way you were buying in. There was no way you were getting a good price on any of those. You've missed the boat. Like Tesla, you've missed the boat, right? But here in crypto, you could have joined crypto right now today, and you're going to get the same price as the OGs who were in crypto in 2017, where there were no good exchanges, like it was a struggle out there, it was like the wild, wild west. Things are far more mature right now and you're buying it at the same price. Insane. So we have to count ourselves lucky if we understand what we're invested in. Musa T, wow, wires everywhere. I know, man, it's an absolute mess here. I mean, the wires, you can only imagine. Sailor will get liquidated, just wait and see. Dollar Menu, tough and fun times. But yeah, again, Musa, like, what do we achieve by saying that, right? People will get liquidated, but that's the reality of what they're doing, right? I mean, that's why we have to make sure we only hold what we're willing to and what we can afford and keep it sensible. Carl, big conflict in the Middle East is brewing. Arab Spring 3.0 is coming. Oil price above 250 will wipe out the stock and crypto markets. Yep, oil's a big problem here right now. I mean, things going on in the Middle East, things going on with Russia, Ukraine as well. Phantom of Opera, people are still take a rest, still tired with the bull BTC FUD news. Rohit, thank you very much, Ijaz, for the information about Ethereum. No problem. Don, the bargain prices are not in. Yep. Hanafi, yo. Stillman Shah, it's just the beginning of this disaster from Biden. We are in a recession. This is only getting a lot worse. Ijaz, this is getting way worse than ever. Yep, it is. It is getting worse and it's getting horrible. And we know this because Bitcoin's facing its first major recession. And it could be a deep, painful recession which takes a long time. So guys, get yourself prepared. And if you're not prepared, you guys are more than welcome to sell and go back to traditional finance or go back to doing some other things, right? But if you're in this, then stay focused in it. Don't flip-flop. Be committed to it. You got to be in something, right? What are you going to be in? Are you going to be in traditional finance? Are you going to be in real estate? Are you going to be in something else? Like, dedicate yourself to something. And if you're in it, be in it and commit yourself to it and learn. Guys, 106 of you in here, but I've only got 88 likes. Please get me to 100, guys. 12 more likes from you kind souls. To press that button doesn't cost you a penny, even though none of us have any pennies left, thanks to Bitcoin. Carl Holt, the game to secure the global oil supplies has begun. Still, Michelle, people try to compare to other crashes. This is something that's never happened for crypto. Yep. Hi. Bahrain, thanks for the live. You're welcome. Carl, this is crypto's first deep recession plus pandemic bucks. Thank you guys for smashing the likes. I can see we've crossed 100. You guys are very, very kind. Yep, this is crypto's first deep recession plus pandemic bucks are gone now. Yep, and that's the thing. We've got to understand, we've just come off some of the biggest, most, widespread printing we've ever seen. Huge amounts of printing. So many dollars have been printed. But net, isn't that a good thing? Net, once we get through this up and down roller coaster, it's a good thing for crypto. So the narrative for crypto continues to be good, right? They've gone ahead and they've printed loads. Hakeem, thank you for the stream. You are very welcome. There's no way around it, and influencers won't say it. They're leading us to slaughter. Thank you, Ijaz. Yeah, look, some influencers won't, because they, at the end of the day, they want you to do certain things. But for me, I don't care. Like, if we're entering a 12-month crypto winter, which I've been saying for a while, I don't mind. If less people watch my videos, it's okay, right? We're here. I'm going to keep making videos anyway. Those who are committed will continue to watch the videos. Those who want to learn during a bear market will continue to learn and dollar cost average and build great things. And we'll continue to make good content, even if the Bitcoin price isn't up. It's okay. It just makes that more sweeter when we do eventually get to all-time highs. So, yep. Mick, like I said, I'm just focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum for now. I'll then pick up some of the others, things like ADA, question mark on Solana, to see how I'm getting on with them, guys, Chainlink, Polkadot, those kind of guys a little bit later in the cycle, BNB. But we've got to keep an eye on the exchange to make sure they've got some good liquidity. So I'll wait until we kind of start heading on our way back up before adding some of those. Steelman, how are you holding up across the pond? Good, pretty much the same as you guys. Harley, oh man, this is bad. Mikey, am I buying ADA? Not right now. Doesn't mean I haven't lost. Doesn't mean I've lost conviction in ADA. Just again, focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Happy to add ADA on when we get a little bit more of a bottom for me right now. Tinus, you don't want to answer CB questions. Yeah, I'm happy to come off the crypto banter. So crypto banter, so when they first reached out, they were like, do you want to do some presenting on the channel? We'd love to have you present some stuff on the channel. I said to Ryan and the team, more than happy to do some third-party presenting on the channel if and when you need. So yeah, if you ever see me on the channel, I'll be posting as a third-party presenter. This channel is not going anywhere, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've hit up the like button. This is where you're going to see my content daily. If I make a guest appearance there, then I will do based on what Ran and the team need over there. But ultimately, I'm just me on this channel, and just like I can make an appearance on anyone's channel for a podcast or an interview or a quick video, it's no different, right? Steelman, I wouldn't buy anything till this next leg down, guys. Ian, good morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Don, Chainlink used the last bull run to secure their treasury to ensure ongoing survival and development during the bear winter, hence why the price didn't move much. Very smart, forward thinking. Yeah, and now you're going to see which kind of projects do have smart intentions and do things the right way versus those that don't, right? Like, it's very easy to go and build a layer one in a bull market, get huge amounts of TVL, get a whole bunch of daily transactions, but really the system's going to struggle when you have liquidity issues to the downside, right? So we've got to be careful with those things as well. Ernest, I appreciate you, Ijaz. What is your appreciate you too, buddy? What is your predicted lower price target for ETH? I think we just looked at that. It was about 850. Just rewind back. I shared the chart with you guys. I think it was about 850 on the next support level for Ethereum. Bahrain, brother Salam, I'm scared. I'm scared. Phantom has no VC backing. What do you think? I mean, look, Phantom, it's not been any surprise that Phantom doesn't have VC backing, but at the end of the day, we've seen projects with VC backing failing as well, right? How did that help Luna? How has that helped Solana with their downtime? It hasn't, right? So not, having VC backing is a double-edged sword. It can help with some things. It can help open doors with other things. And on the other situation, you also have VCs looking to dump on you whenever it suits them. So don't think that just having a VC backing is like, the be all end all. It's not. It helps with runway and funding, but that, it's not the be all and end all. Ian, is this the great shakeout? Yes, this is the great shakeout. I mean, you can see it now. I mean, let's quickly forward onto some on-chain metrics. Look at this realized price. The last time we had this many people, if we update this, we'll be well into the orange now. So we're below the realized price of 23,000. People are in the loss. Last time that happened was in March, and then the government started printing to get us out. But previously, the most realistic one to compare this to was this one, which is 2018, 2019 bear market, where we were here for a good 12 months. So don't be surprised if we see that here, where we're just here in a realized loss for 12 months. That's very, very possible. So it doesn't mean that we just have to keep bleeding. We can hold up some support and just go sideways for 12 months. That's the good scenario now for us, in my opinion, because I can't think of any hopium to take us to the upside, but we can just move sideways. Then if you look at the market value to realized value, you can also see that, right? We're now heading into the negative numbers. And the last time we were in negative numbers, again, COVID crash, we're in negative numbers, and bear market, again, there for like 12 months. This is the kind of scenario I'm looking out for here to see what happens. If you look at the accumulation, are we now heading into the next accumulation zone? That's the question, right? Are we now starting to accumulate here, just like we were accumulating in October to Jan? Then you get distribution phase, and now maybe an accumulation phase for people to accumulate on the way down. That covers the same thing off. But what I did want to show you was here, we are getting inflows, right? So hodlers are still inflowing more crypto than they're outflowing. So it's not like we're getting mass selling, but the volume has indeed come down. If you look at that, it has come down versus the previous few months before then. So we're kind of falling down there. Accumulation-wise, this explains quite a lot. So what you're seeing here are small wallets are accumulating a lot. It's a dark color, okay? So small wallets are doing a lot of accumulation, and big wallets with more than 10K are doing a lot of accumulation. But the ones in the middle, particularly those with 10 to 100 Bitcoin, the ones in the red here, those are the ones distributing. Those are the ones panic selling. And it makes complete sense, right? If you've got a little bit of crypto right now, if you've got less than 1 Bitcoin, which is the small cohort there, you're going to accumulate. You're going to come in and you're going to be like, hey, this is a beautiful price to come in. I'm going to go ahead and accumulate. Why wouldn't I? But then, and similarly, if you're a whale, you know what you're doing. You've been through bear markets, bull markets, you've got backing, you're a sophisticated investor, you're going to go and accumulate because you're seeing good pricing out there. But it's the ones in the middle that capitulate. It's those ones in the cohort which I was showing you, which are the ones from about, call it between 1 Bitcoin and 100 Bitcoin. So they're not shrimps, they're not tiny, but they don't have loads of Bitcoin either. They're the ones most likely to capitulate because they have enough crypto that can change their life that they then start getting scared of leaving it in and they want to cash out. So they start selling off at a loss. That's really important. Steelman, ADA, and Phantom best buys for the future. They will work and have worked with governments. They will help develop smart cities and medical tracking. They will be building outside of just crypto and DeFi. Mick, would you rather put your money on Matic or Phantom in this phase? Mick, neither Bitcoin or Ethereum. Ian, this is bad for you today, but it's fantastic for your future. Absolutely, Ian, you're absolutely right. And we just need to zoom out and have that perspective, right? And that's the key. You're gonna do two things 4 years from now when Bitcoin creates this new all-time high. Maybe you'll do it sooner, but I'm just putting 4 years just to kind of give you the worst case scenario. You're either going to kick yourself for saying I didn't buy enough at 19,000, 18,000 when we wicked a couple of hours ago, or you're going to be living comfortably, super happy that you made the best decision of your life. Decide which camp you're in, right? What is the future of ETH? I mean, we need to see ETH 2.0, I say. We need to see that 2.0. Still, ETH is the number one layer one platform, right? Nobody's close. We talk about Phantom, we talk about Solana, we talk about ADA. The numbers don't stack up. They're still nowhere close. If ETH can sort out 2.0, they're going to continue to be a huge player for the next 4 to 5 years. Abdullah, Quant project. I'm not interested, nor do I look at the Quant project. What is the future of ETH? We've covered that. Ian, keep your powder dry, calm down, and DCA. Yes, but I know that a lot of people don't have enough dry powder, so go figure out how to get more dry powder. Really, really important. Supernova Singh, good to see you. Steelman, thank you, Ijaz. Love your stuff. I'd love to get over there again one day and just bounce things off each other. Absolutely, would love to do a UK meetup at some point. Guys, please do smash up the like button as always, guys. I suppose a 60k BTC won't be such a big thing if it costs 5k to fill your car by then. True. Inflation is horrible. But again, it's like Michael Saylor always says, right? 1 BTC is always 1 BTC. And that's the beauty of it, right? You don't know $1 equals $1. It always changes. Supernova saying, appreciate the no nonsense straight talk. Very rare. And yeah, that's what I'm here for, guys. I'm not here for loads of followers. I'm not here for any fame. I'm not here for anything. I started this YouTube channel because there were not enough people posting the truth out there. There were a lot of moon boys showing you technical patterns and trading charts, which really annoyed me because I believe in technical analysis. And so I'm always going to show you trading patterns. I'm always going to show you chart patterns. But they were just doing it in a way where you could tell they didn't know trading from a technical point of view properly. They weren't trained in it properly because you have to have confidence with the fundamentals and the macros. That is why I created this channel. It's frustrating to see that a lot of you were getting led to slaughter by silly leverage trading with false technical analysis. So if you appreciate that, you've got to smash up the like button, guys. That's a really noble cause. I mean, at this point, there is pretty much no way to predict how far BTC will go down. It's like free fall right now. It is like free fall. Adrian, why is your intro the way it is? Oh, man. I don't know. Vanilla Sky, you now 19K 1 day ago. Yep, we spoke about it, right? We knew we were going to break the 20,000 level, and now, you know, it looks like we're heading towards 17,800-ish is the price target I've got from a technical perspective. Ishak, Falu, still Phantom bull long term. Yep, long term, still positive about Phantom. Am I bullish on ETH? Yes, I'm bullish on ETH. Has the stuff on Circle coming to Phantom with USDC been confirmed yet? Do you know? They're a big Coinbase partner, are they not? So would that not be one positive sign for Phantom with that? Don't know about that, guys. But again, I wouldn't read too much into a Phantom Coinbase list. I don't think it's having a huge effect. I saw this with other projects before, Cardano and a few others. It doesn't make that big a difference. Ian, Ijaz, you're going to be a superstar in this space. I have conviction in you. I'm an early adopter. Ian, you're absolutely right. You were here since the early days. How many subs were there when you joined, Ian? You absolute legend. Matei, Theta guys, Ross, elusive listing, Silver Foxy. Love the way you're keeping to your own goal, man. Appreciate all your info and honest input. Keep up the good work, man. Much love from Australia. Oh, down under. You're our siblings over there, aren't you? What do you think of Theta? Theta was something I liked in 2021, but they've kind of been slacking off, so I'm not too excited with Theta. I do hold some. Phantom, all day, Stillman, Ijaz, is Magic Internet Money still depegged? Mars posted something on Twitter about Magic Internet Money crashing. Not looked into that, guys. Again, these are, you know, don't want to name names. These are the type of things you need to be staying away from, especially in a bear market. What are you doing playing around with those things? Like, guys, please heed the warning. Ross, Danny Sester made a bet on Curve and is paying for it with Mim Depeg. Still love the Robert Greene in the background. You've read any others from him? Yeah, I do a lot of reading, Stillman. Maybe I could do a separate video on the channel on kind of my favorite books. Oh, thank you, Ross. Thanks for taking my question. You are awesome. Sir, we are going lower. Sandbag McFree Chicken is a dark snake within the crypto space. They all play these games, guys. All of these whales in the crypto space, like, they always do that. It's happened in traditional finance. Go study it. The banks, you know, between each other, they don't like each other. There'll be mergers. There'll be, you know, hostile takeovers. And this is normal. It's very normal stuff. Ian, Ijaz one Slayer of Moon Boys. I like it. We should have that as a strap line. Sound info, any plans to start trading course and any updates on Coty? Yes, Lux, I will. I am working on our technical analysis course, so make sure you stay locked for that. That will be available hopefully within the next kind of, I said end of July, so you can hold me to end of July. A Coinbase launch is a sell event. Ian, what do you think of QNT? Order leverage Moon Boys. Okay, cool. Right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to jump off now. That was a good live stream with you guys. Thank you for joining. Do smash up the like button on your way out. If you have any questions, do head over to our Discord, ijaz.uk/Discord, completely free. If you guys still aren't set up on Bybit, do get yourself set up on Bybit, ijaz.uk/Bybit. It really does support the channel if you sign up. So even if you just sign up and you deposit $1 or $2, at least it supports the channel as well through the affiliate link. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.